once you download the document, you're going to do the work directly on the slides. It's okay if you use a calculator, but I need to see all work on paper. So whatever you put in the calculator better be written on paper. All right, so here we go. I'm going to get you going on a couple of the slides. So on the first slide, it says there are 1,296 Skittles in the container. How many Skittles per ounce? So again, if I was a student, I'm going to start with the words. Skittles per ounce. Okay, so I'm going to start with Skittles. It's going to go on top. And then ounces is going to go on the bottom. And notice the word per is there. Remember what per means. That's for each. So that's going to be a unit rate. And now I can know a lot of you are going to be like, well, you didn't tell us how many ounces 1,296 Skittles are for. You're going to have to look. Look. Plug in your numbers, find the unit rate. On the second slide, you've still got the same number of Skittles, except now you're being asked to find how many Skittles would be in a 200-ounce container. So you're going to have to use your information from slide number 1 and use like a double number line. You can use a proportion and cross products, whatever method you want, to find out how many Skittles would be in a 200-ounce container. Okay, Skittles slide 3. It says there are 48 Skittles in the bag. How many grams per Skittle? Again, please, please, please start with the labels. You're going to want to start with grams to Skittles. And please, look on the label. You have two measurements there, one in ounces, one in grams. Look carefully. On the next Skittles slide, it says there are 48 Skittles in this bag. How many ounces would 100 Skittles weigh? So be careful. Skittles 3 was grams. This slide is ounces. You're going to have to set up a new proportion. Last Skittles slide, you have a bag, 48 Skittles for $1.49, and 1,296 Skittles for $40.23. Which one has the most value and why? You need to prove it. You cannot just pick one. You need to prove it with your ratio and proportion work. Then it gets into some satellite questions. It says a communications satellite in orbit travels 18 miles for every 4 seconds. Write the rate of travel of the satellite in miles to seconds, and then using the information given, complete the table. So you have two things here. So number 1, you have enough room, you can write miles to seconds, and you're going to write a ratio. Then you're going to use this information to complete the table. You've got time on top, distance on the bottom. Fill in the table. Then you're going to use that information from that other slide, and you're going to tell me what is the speed of the satellite per second. So that's going to be a unit rate for every 1 second. So per 1 second. And now you're going to have to use some skills in your knowledge of time and turn that rate into a per minute rate and a per hour rate. Remember how many seconds are in a minute and how many minutes are in an hour. Then you're going to use the table from satellite 1 slide, which is back here. You're going to use this table to graph points and draw a line and then calculate the slope. Your x-axis is time in minutes. Your y-axis is distance in miles. I know it's a little tricky to see. I did try to darken these lines, but your origin is located right here. So this is your x-axis, and this is your y-axis. And we're going to wrap up with a couple questions about shrimp. You go to my seafood store, and since I'm an annoying math teacher, I put my price up as graphs. Using the graph, what do the points 440 and 770 mean? So you're going to have to look at these 2 points, look at the labels, and right here you need to tell me, what does 440 mean? What does 770 mean? Then give me the unit rate in price to pounds, so that's going to be per pound. And then use that unit rate to find out how much 3.5 pounds of shrimp would cost. Second shrimp slide. You already found out how much 3.5 pounds cost. You're going to plot a point somewhere on this graph that shows me how much 3.5 pounds of shrimp cost. And then tell me, what do you notice about that point in relation to the line? Then tell me the slope. Watch your counting. And what do you notice about the slope and the unit rate for that shrimp? And there are a bunch of extra slides at the end for workspace, but the shrimp slide is the last question. Okay? If you get stuck, skip the problem you're on, go to another one, but get as far as you can today. I don't expect anybody to finish this all in one day. We'll work on this on Thursday when I'm back. I really miss you guys, and I'm sorry that I've lost so much time in school, but I will see you as soon as I can. Good luck.